Hello and welcome to Mark and Kelly's Tips and Things. So today I have decided I will cook a curry. I saw this recipe online. I've made it a few times. I've adjusted it for my taste because I like it a little bit spicy. It's not too spicy, but it's spicy enough to make your nose run. So you can adjust the spice however you see fit. You don't even have to put anything hot in there, or you know, if you just want a mild curry, omit any of the chili and you'll do fine. Excuse my hands because they are a bit dry because I've been washing things and all of that, so don't pay it no mind. But this is 250 mils of coconut cream, 2 tablespoons of hot curry powder. I've got some frozen ginger and frozen garlic. You don't know if you'd be able to see it in the corner there. And I've got some dried chili flakes, a pinch of salt, and some fresh chilies as well. I've got a spoonful of sugar, another pinch of salt, some tomato puree, cinnamon sticks. I'm going to use 2 of the cinnamon sticks, some chopped, 1 large chopped tomato, and 250 mils of vegetable stock. Mark is pescatarian, so if you want to use chicken stock, then by all means you can use chicken stock. It's not a problem. It's just that I opted for vegetable stock. That's all really. The fish that I'm going to use, it was frozen, or is still frozen, so I'm just waiting for it to defrost. But I took the label off so you could get a clear view of what it is. And it is cod and salmon and smoked haddock. I don't use the smoked haddock because I tend to find that, I don't know why, but smoked foods don't seem to agree with me. So I just use the cod and the salmon, and then Mark uses the smoked haddock when he makes his eggs. So when he has an omelette, that's what he uses it for, so nothing goes to waste. But I also like to add prawns. So I'm just waiting for them to defrost. It should be another, I'd say half an hour, and then we'll get to cooking. Okay, so I've put some oil in the pan and I put a knob of garlic butter. That's optional. You don't have to do that. That's just something that I like to do, just to give it that bit more flavour. So here is the garlic and the ginger, bit of salt and some dried chili flakes and some fresh chili. So I'm just going to sort of grind that, mix that together. But luckily, because it is frozen, sort of like frozen garlic and frozen ginger, it doesn't need that much pounding, especially after it's melted. So I'm just going to pour that in. And let that sort of cook off a little bit. I'm going to wait for those aromatics to release. There we go. Now I'm going to add my curry powder. This is hot curry powder, and this is 2 tablespoons of curry powder. So now I'm going to add the tomato puree. So this is a tablespoon of tomato puree. There we go. And then I'm going to add my chopped tomatoes. See, that is a lovely, lovely paste there. So now I'm going to add my coconut milk. So this is 250 mils of coconut milk. You don't have to have this on a high heat. You know, you can just have it on medium heat. Now I'm going to add my vegetable stock, again 250 mils. And it's so much easier when you prepare all your ingredients beforehand. Look at that wonderful colour. So lovely. Now you don't have to keep stirring it. You can just leave it to sort of meld and do its thing. I'm inclined to give it a little taste so that I know where I'm at. Lovely. So let that meld for a few minutes. There's not many ingredients to add now. It's just going to be the fish, a little bit of sugar, a little bit more salt, and some cinnamon sticks, and then that's it. Be done. Now I'm going to add my fish. Which I've washed and prepared. Oh, be careful. Careful of them splashes. So now we're just waiting, because the prawns are already cooked. You should really add the prawns in last, but because I washed all the fish together, normally that's what I would do, but I was a little bit impatient, so my mouth's watering already. I was a little bit impatient, so I just chucked it all in together. But what you really want to do is put the salmon and the cod in first, and if you are going to use the haddock as well, if you buy fish pie mix, I mean, you're quite, you know, entitled to buy the fish that you like. And even if you don't want to do fish, you could fry chicken and put chicken in there, and, you know, beef or all of that. You can do whatever you want, you know. It's just a versatile curry, or like a versatile soup, if you like. Now, if you are patient, I'm not very patient, instead of adding the fish just then, you can let it boil and boil and boil, and it will thicken up. But I'm not that patient. I am sometimes, just not all the time. So you can wait for it to thicken up, or you can just be like me and just think, do you know what? I'm just going to put it in there. So that's all we're waiting for at the moment, just for that to cook out. Now if you want it a little bit thicker, you can add a little slurry of corn flour, but I'm just happy as it is, I've got to say. I'm going to grab another spoon, just give it a little taste. Oh my goodness, delicious, really, really delicious. And there we go, and that's the curry. So I'm just going to leave it to simmer for a little bit. And I'll show you how it looks. When the rice is ready. So I've just been leaving this to simmer. Oh, nice. So now I want to add some salt, sugar, and then the last thing I will add will be the cinnamon sticks. And let me give this a little stir. Now I'm going to add my cinnamon sticks. And I like to add 2. You can add 1, but you do it to your taste. So as you're going along, if you want to add the sugar, you can add the sugar. If you want to add the salt, you can add the salt. If you don't want to add any of those things, you don't have to. You just taste it as you're going along. And if you feel that it needs to add a little bit of this or a little bit of that, and you can tailor it. You can tailor it as you see fit. This is just the basics. Or you should work from the basics, should I say. Definitely a recipe you should try 100%. It's so tasty. So tasty. And my rice is done. Let me just quickly show you. Here is my rice, and to my rice I added some cumin seeds, some turmeric, a little bit of saffron. Yeah, so hopefully, I've not tried this recipe before. It's one that I just made up off the cuff, so we'll see if it tastes nice.